is Mindy Melee, and I haven't made a video for a while, so I wanted to make one. I don't really know what I'm going to talk about. Probably just going to go on and on about things that you really don't care to hear about, but yeah. Okay, so, I had been planning a party with my mom, and she had the party last weekend on the 27th, and, Thursday before that Saturday, we went over there with, our friend Richard, and we went over there to carve pumpkins and, like, do, like, party planning things because Mom and I haven't really had a chance to talk at all about this party that we've been planning. It's just been, like, me emailing her and not hearing back from her about, like, anything, and that was pretty frustrating for me. So I was really looking forward to talking to her in person, but when we got there, she was, like, acting weird, and then I, like, realized, because I wasn't really, like, with it. I was there, I was feeling pretty good physically, like, not really in tune with my body or anything, and I realized that she was drinking, she was drunk, like, what? My mother is an alcoholic, she cannot be drinking, and at the time, like, I didn't know what to do. I was just like, are you drinking? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, is that okay? And she was like, well, I think so. And I was like, okay, that's weird. But we were over there and we carved pumpkins. Oh, it was so fun. Sean and I have gotten pumpkins to carve, like, for years, and we haven't done it for years. We just, like, let them sit in the garage and they freeze. But we don't carve them, and it was so fun to get my hands on the squishy pumpkin guts, and I actually, like, I drew my design on my pumpkin, and I carved part of my pumpkin, but I, like, lost ability to do things partway through, and Richard took over for me. Richard is wonderful, and he's really talented at carving pumpkins. You can see the pumpkins that we carved in a blog that I made. Because already I'm, like, really proud of what I accomplished, but then, like, what happened after that, like, made me, like, really want to have, you know, like, something more substantial than just, like, the memory of me doing it. So I made a blog about it, and I love how it turned out. It is so amazing, like, ugh, awesome. That is 2 Care Bear things that Richard has gifted unto my reality. So, I don't know what happens if he gets 3 in a row, but something will happen, I'm sure, and I don't even know what it is. I'm just like, oh my god, Care Bears! So I love Care Bears. Okay, so yeah. We had really cool stuff to, like, decorate Mom's house with. Like, there was this, like, toilet sticker that looks like the toilet lid is, like, up, and there's, like, blood in the toilet, and, like, creatures coming out of it, like ghouls, I guess, coming out of it. And it was so sick. And then along with that, like, sticker sheet for your toilet, it has, like, blood drips, like, to put along the rim, like, under the lid of the toilet. So cool. It was so cool. And then she had strobe lights in the bathroom around the mirror, and, like, a see-through, like, ghost window cling thing, and it looked sick. Oh my god, it was just so amazing, and I was really excited for the party. But, like, like, as we were there, Richard was like, well, I'm not coming to the party because I have pumpkin carving obligations. And I was like, well, that sucks, but I'm really glad, like, that we're all here, like, doing this, because it was like a party to me. I mean, that I don't need to have a party to feel like my life is a party, you know, like, there doesn't have to be an actual party going on. Life is a party, and it was a really good party. Sean carved the sickest pumpkin. Oh my god. Like, I don't think that pumpkin carving ability should, like, turn someone on, but so crazed, amazed. I love it. And it's, like, truly, truly frightening. Like, it scares me. uh, yeah, so planning for the party was really fun. I got to carve pumpkin. I carved part of my pumpkin. And, then when I was, like, feeling more aware the next day, I called Mom and was like, call me back, talk to me about, like, what happened, like, when did you start drinking again, and, like, why, and we can, like, work through this together. And, she never got back to me. In fact, I didn't hear from her again until the day of the party, and she left a message asking what I wanted from the liquor store, and then she tacked, oh, don't worry about Mom, Mom's cool. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, did you just tack my concern about you resuming your addiction, like, at the end? At the end of, oh, I'm running to the liquor store for my party? Like, that's insane. But it's not like it kind of, I mean, it did surprise me, but it didn't, like, completely surprise me, because I was wondering why she wasn't, like, getting back to me about any of this party stuff, and, like, drinking Mom does not really bother to read my emails. I don't even know if she scans them, honestly. Like, and it takes, like, how much it takes out of me to, like, compose an email and to do anything, and that she would just, like, ignore it is just not cool at all. So, I got, like, dolled, like, to the nines, and, was, like, really, like, mad, like, the day of the party. Like, I was like, I'm getting all dressed up, and there's not even gonna be a party, because I'm gonna go over there, and she's gonna have alcohol, and I'm gonna have to, like, confront her about that, because that's what a good person does. And, like, it's not like I have never confronted my mom about her drinking problem. I have so many times that, like, the last 10 years, I just haven't even really, like, bothered, because she's not even, like, she's not a worthwhile person when she's drinking. She's really not. So, there's a lot that went into my costume, and, my seamstress has not finished my costume, but most of it's done. Like, it still has the cool element, that I wanted it to have, but it should be better. And I don't know if it's gonna be done for Halloween. Is Halloween tomorrow? Is Halloween tomorrow? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love Halloween. Oh, I love Halloween. So I was really happy with how I looked and everything, and was feeling pretty good. Also, like, really pissed. I'm mad. Like, I'm like, I have something that I have to do, and I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm gonna do it. So I went over there to the party, and I just walked in and walked up to Mom and was like, so what's going on? When did you start drinking? Why did you start drinking again? Like, what can we do about it? And she acted like I had, like, assaulted her, and, like, come in and been like, hey, party, my mom's an alcoholic. Get down on her. Like, it wasn't like that at all. Like, I was, like, talking to her, and, at first she was like, you're doing this in public in front at my party. Do you think this is an appropriate time? And it's like, well, that's pretty manipulative of her. Like, to be like, well, we're having a party now. That's not appropriate to do in public, you know? And it's like, well, yeah, that's probably what you want me to think, but it's not what I think. I think that at a party where you're surrounded by alcohol is the perfect time to talk to you about this. But really, like, if she'd called me back, we would have had the talk before the party, and she chose to experience it then. And yeah, so, okay. I was like, I don't see anything wrong with this, but, like, I do want to talk to you because I love you, and you shouldn't be drinking. Like, this isn't who you are. And she was like, what kind of discussion do you want to have with me in the privacy of my bedroom, Mindy? And I was like, okay, well, if you want to go to the bedroom and have a talk, then we can do that. Like, I'm not trying to be public about it. I'm just, like, trying to talk to you about it. And then she just, like, pulled it. She pulled it. She was like, oh, no, I'm not going to my bedroom. I'm not having a talk with you. I'm not talking about my choices, and if you have a problem with it, and if you're not going to be okay and be a fun part of the party, then I'm just gonna have to ask you to leave. And she had the audacity to preface this request for me to leave if I was not going to be in the party mood with, I'm going to channel all the things that I learned from AA and Al-Anon and speak to you with as much love as I can. Like, really? Really? Did you really just say that? Like, oh my god, it just, like, blew my mind that happened. So, yeah, as I left the party, because, like, we were in the kitchen, and then there's people in the living room, like, she didn't rearrange the furniture like she said she was going to. Surprise. She was drunk on Thursday night. And, her guests were just kind of, like, along the walls of the living room, so there's, like, a channel for me to walk through, a channel of people to go down the stairs and out the door and everything. So on my way out, I did address the party. I was like, Lana is an alcoholic, and she's been drinking, she tells me, for 3 to 4 weeks now, and she's asked me to leave the party. I'm not going to contribute to her alcoholism, and if you're her friends, really her friends, then I suggest you talk to her about it, because she's not talking to me about it. And I left. And I'm sure that was, like, a lull in the party, a lull in the fun, but, like, I could not live with myself if I didn't do that. Like, that's just, like, there was no, like, it wasn't comfortable for me to do. Like, I don't even know who's there. I don't even know if I know who's there, or if they know me, or if they just, like, know me through, like, the stories my mom has told, which are really bad stories, probably. But, I did it, and went home, and, took all my costume off. Well, on the way home, Sean was like, do you want to take pictures in the pool parking lot? And we took some pictures, but it was with his phone and in the dark, and they didn't turn out very good. I'll try to edit them, but I'm not going to, like, show my costume until Halloween, so that's why I haven't done that yet. And then we went home. So then that was fun. So, okay. Friday after, like, Thursday night, went over and did the pumpkin carving thing. Friday, like, all of Friday, Mindy screaming in pain. Like, just, like, oxy on the hour, every hour, like, ridiculous amount of pain. And I was really careless when I was over at Mom's, and I know that. Like, looking back, it's like, what? I was, like, acting like I was not, you know, like, someone who suffers from nerve pain. and I paid for it. I'd pay for it 100 times over. I had a great time just sitting on the floor and carving pumpkins with Sean and Richard and Mom and Jim. It was a really good time. And Saturday I went over to Mom's, and then Sunday I didn't feel well, and I had to take... Wait, I don't know if I took something on Sunday. Maybe I took something Saturday night? I don't know. I actually have been, like, really keeping track of what I've been doing, what I've been taking, and how I've been feeling, just, like, to get a picture of what my life is, and I haven't done it for a while. Like, I haven't done it for years, because, at the beginning, when I was sick, I documented, like, everything, like, absolutely everything, and I have just notebooks of, all of that for the first couple of years when I was trying to get medical help. And, excuse me. That was really mild. I don't even know if I need to say excuse me for that, but yeah. Nobody cared. Like, no doctor wanted to see it. This is all in my chart, and it's bulking up my chart, but it just felt kind of like a wasted effort after a while, which it, like, absolutely was, but I just want to do it just, like, I started on October 13th, and definitely have a good idea of how I feel and how life goes for me, so that's kind of interesting. Oh, and how ineffective oxycodone is as a pain management drug for me. Just, that thing sucks. But I'm glad I have it. I'd rather have it than nothing, because screaming until you're hoarse and you're not making noise anymore, and writhing until your muscles are completely exhausted and all your energy is depleted, but still being in every amount of pain that you were when you were screaming and writhing and making a fuss, like, that sucks. I wouldn't want that at all. What I really want is to just choose a reality that doesn't have suffering for any of us, and that would be, like, the most beautiful thing. I've been having really crazy dreams lately, too, and I've been trying to document those. Pyramids seem to be a recurring theme of the dreams. Like, in one dream, pyramids were currency. Like, little pyramids, they were currency. It was really neat. But I was a slave, and Sean traded me away. Also in that dream. I don't really have any plans for Halloween, so, what I'm gonna do is put my costume on and take pretty model-y pictures. I hope they're pretty model-y pictures. I hope I can make pretty pictures to show you, because I love my costume. I love it! So, I love you all! Thank you for watching my blog about, I guess, my mom being an alcoholic. I don't know. I don't even know what I just talked about. Whatever. I love you. Thank you for watching and participating in my reality and contributing love, which raises us all up to the heaven on earth that we deserve. So.